When I first heard Bulgaria's Eurovision entry, I thought it was just a fun, catchy dance track to turn off your brain to. But as it turns out, this song is a multi-layered trap. What starts as a simple club banger quickly spirals into a psychological labyrinth. We are going to peel back 3 completely different levels of this track. And trust me, you're not ready to how dark and deep this rabbit hole goes. So take a deep breath, because we are diving headfirst into the true meaning of this song. Welcome back! If you are new here, I'm Yulia, and on this channel we look at music through a slightly different analytical lens. After my last deep dive into Serbia's profound divine tragedy, my brain really needed a break. And by the way, a massive thank you to everyone for your incredible theories in the comments. So I just wanted to enjoy a catchy song that's been stuck in my head like chewing gum. But of course, we have to uncover the deep meaning here, which turns out to be way deeper than I ever expected. Let me explain. Where did this word even come from? The original word Bangaranga originates from Jamaican patois, meaning a riot, chaos, hubbub, or disorder. It entered global pop culture in 1991 through Steven Spielberg's movie Hook. And later, DJ Skrillex made it massive club hit. But first, if the Jamaican slang is Bangarang, why does DARA add an A at the end? Make it Bangaranga. Now, she hasn't explicitly confirmed this, but here is my personal theory. Bulgarian is a Slavic language, and in Slavic languages, adding an A at the end of the word usually make it feminine. So in my head, she took the Jamaican word for chaos, slapped a feminine ending on it, and claimed it for herself. She didn't just start a riot, she became Miss Riot. Honestly, iconic behavior. During my first few listens, my brain immediately went to science. Because on the surface, this song is a masterclass in thermodynamics and quantum mechanics. DARA is not just starting a party. She is forcing a physical system into a state of absolute entropy. Look at the lyrics. I am an angel, I am a demon, I am a psycho for no reason. She is literally existing in a state of quantum superposition. Until the moment of interaction, she occupies 2 mutual exclusive states, angel and the demon, simultaneously, cancelling out any logical determinism. I'm a mover, I'm a teaser. I don't follow, I'm the leader. Here the chaos takes physical shape. She establishes a strict hierarchy, where she becomes the sole center of gravity in the room. She pulls every other object directly into her orbit, bodies on bodies and sparks about to fly. This is a pure physics. When you pack moving bodies into a closed space and drop the distance to zero, you get colossal friction. The kinetic energy converts into literal heat. She is describing a sweaty club crowd heating up so much, they transitioning into a state of pure plasma. At this level, the song is step-by-step manual for creating a localized big bang on the dance floor. And I thought I could leave it at that. But then, here is where things get wild. In an official interview, DARA dropped an absolute bombshell. She said, Bangaranga is a special energy inside everyone, stating,
this energy that you can feel connected to God so easily, you know? It's leading through love and not through fear.
Are you kidding me right now? After deep diving into Serbia's profound theological tragedy, I specifically chose this catchy dance track because my brain needed a rest. I tried to do one fun, straightforward video and DARA drags me right back to God. So basically, Bangaranga is not just a dance floor riot. DARA is saying it is a divine, spiritual awakening? Through the medium of a club banger? I give up. DARA, you have officially broken my brain. But fine, let's look at the lyrics again. Once she mentioned God, a very specific line clicked in my head. And suddenly, the song turned into a dark psychological thriller. Come alive, no one's gonna sleep tonight. Surrender to the blinding lights. This is not a club. This is a garden of Gethsemane. Jesus begged his disciples not to sleep, but they did. Suddenly, the darkness is shattered by the blinding lights of the torches carried by the temple guards. The night nobody slept. I'm a rebel, I'm a danger, I'm a mover for a freedom. Many historians believe Judas Iscariot was a political rebel who wanted to overthrow the Roman Empire. He wanted earthly freedom, a political revolution. He was a danger. Let me pull you in so deep. I am gonna leave you weak. This is the kiss of Judas, the most intimate gesture of closeness that becomes a lethal weapon, leaving the victim physically broken and weak on the cross. Close to the edge, I can feel it inside. I'm about to lose my mind. The morning after, the realization of the ultimate sin. Judas stands on the edge of the precipice, his rational mind completely collapsing under the weight of his guilt. Suddenly, welcome to the riot is Judas welcoming us to the greatest betrayal in human history. The Judas theory sounds absolutely genius and perfectly dark, right? But there is one massive problem. Judas lived and acted in fear. And DARA explicitly stated in her interview that this energy leads through love, not through fear. And then it hit me. We were looking for the riot in the wrong place. Bangaranga is not a riot against God. It is a riot against our own rational mind, which is the source of all human fear. I am about to lose my mind. This is not a mental breakdown. This is ego death. To let divine love in, you have to destroy the rational, controlling, fearful mind. You have to lose it completely. I am psycho for no reason. In Eastern Orthodox theology, there is a profound concept called Eurovision, or holy foolishness. Holy fools were deeply spiritual people who acted completely insane, broke all social rules, and looked like psychos to the rational world. They deliberately humiliated their own intellect to achieve absolute spiritual purity and direct connection to God. To the fearful, rational world, a truly free, divinely connected person looks like a psycho. They look like a demon. They look like a chaos. So, what is the ultimate truth of Bangaranga? Is she literally destroying a club with thermodynamics and plasma? Is she singing a dark confession from the perspective of history's most infamous traitor? Or is she a modern-day holy fool, staging a riot against her own ego to find God on neon-lit dance floor? Honestly, I'm going to leave that up to you. Sometimes, the beauty of a song is that it exists in all of these states at once. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down in the comments which Eurovision song I should deconstruct next. Until then, stay curious, don't let the entropy get you, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye!